everybody, and welcome to Savagely Delightful, a podcast exposing the schadenfreude nature in all of us. Each week, your co-hosts John and Chrissy will be coming at you with different stories of people making the kind of dumb mistakes that we all just love to hear about.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Savagely Delightful.
Welcome back, everybody.
Episode 28.
Yep.
So, this week, we don't really have a lot of updates. You know, we're just kind of keeping busy with life. Nothing too crazy going on. Just celebrated July 4th.
Yep, I hope everybody had a fun and safe 4th weekend.
And everyone still has all their fingers.
Right, all their fingers and not too hungover.
As my coworker likes to say, he who drinks a fifth on the 4th does not come forth on the 5th.
Gross.
Yeah. So hope everyone drank responsibly and didn't go to the hospital.
Right. Hospitals, are full. But if you did go to the hospital or do something stupid, let us know.
Yeah, true. Submit it to savagelydelightful.com and we will tell about your story.
Yep, love to hear it. So do you want to start us off with a different story?
I would love to. So this one is submitted by Anonymous. Yeah, there we go. By Anonymous. And she says, I took my 1-year-old daughter to the supermarket to buy some groceries like I normally do. Mm-hmm. My daughter was in a stroller where she can sit and see everything around her. At the checkout counter, she grabbed one of the sweets on display and played with it while I was busy bagging my stuff, since they don't do it for you in Germany and you have to be fast.
So like an Aldi's. Kind
of, yeah. So I didn't notice her having the sweet until I was at the door that was leading outside. She was sucking on the plastic wrapper, so there was no returning it. Nobody seemed to have noticed, so I internally debated going back and then decided to do the right thing and go back and pay for it. I went back to the register and told the cashier what had happened. She told me to wait and said something over the phone, and then told me to be patient. Someone will be there in a moment. She then proceeded to check out another person, and then 2 security guards came up. They checked every item in my bags and looked if it was on the receipt.
Oh my God.
I asked them what was going on and that I just wanted to pay for the sweet my daughter accidentally took, but they had none of it. They proceeded to check every last one of my items and then told me, as it was just a minor item I stole, that they wouldn't call the police and they were just going to ban me from the store.
Oh my God.
I was like, WTF. I tried to get to the cashier to back me up, but she was like, they're the guards, not my problem. I told them again that I came back, and then when I noticed my accident, and they were like, yeah, good for us and bad for you, and told me that I needed to go now. Now I'm banned.
How ridiculous.
Now I'm banned from shopping in the only supermarket in walking distance. I don't have a car, which is normal in Germany, and now I have to take an expensive bus to buy groceries, or only go shopping when my husband is home and can take care of our daughter so I can use my bike. And only because I wanted to be nice. The sweet was 59 CT. I don't know what Germany uses, but I think it's euros, but it was like almost 70 cents.
Jesus.
And will now cost me invaluable together time with my husband, or I can pay around 60 euros a month, which is about $83, for public transportation tickets.
What the hell?
I should have just left when nobody noticed my daughter's little thievery.
Like, that's so normal for kids to do, too.
Right?
Like, for them to take it to that level.
Yeah. I don't know how local security works around the world, but that just seems a bit excessive. Like, most places in the United States, they would have just been happy that you were being a good Samaritan and wanted to pay for that you accidentally stole.
And probably, laugh it off a little, too. Like, kids will be kids. Like, at least you came back.
Yeah, some places might even just let you keep it because it's 70 cents and they want to thank you for your honesty.
Yeah.
But I've always heard that Germany is just, in general, more strict than other places. But you wouldn't think it would be that bad.
That strict.
Exactly. Just banning you for something your kid just kind of grabbed off the shelf.
Yeah.
And they checked her. She had everything and paid for everything.
Yeah. And came back for the one thing that wasn't on the receipt. Like,
probably the cheapest thing on the receipt.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I remember when I was little, we were on vacation somewhere. I think it was like in Florida or something. And we went into some store and I stole a map. Like, and we went back and my parents just made me take it back. Like, Because, I mean, I was little. I thought it was free. I'm like, hell yeah, I'll take a map. But, yeah, like, the person didn't get mad or anything. They're just like, oh, okay, cool. Like...
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it.
Like, I feel like that's super normal. Because I was with 2 other little girls, and all 3 of us took one. Like...
But yeah, that is normal, though.
Yeah.
You wouldn't get banned for life for something your kid did.
Especially, it's almost like asking for it in those lines. Because if that's, like, eyesight for a little child, they're like, hell yeah, I'll take some candy. Like...
I mean, that's exactly why they do that.
Yeah.
And why they're so brightly colored.
Yeah. Some bullshit.
Advertisement.
Right? Wow. Okay, you ready for my first story?
I am.
Okay. My first story is from Mark.
Marky Mark.
And...
Mark Wahlberg?
What is that? Marky Mark and the... Marky Mark and the what?
What?
It's like, it's not just Mark Wahlberg. Like, for his songs, it was Marky Mark.
Oh, and he was a rapper?
And the Funky Bunch.
Yeah, I forgot he did music.
So this is by Mark and his Funky Bunch.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Dumb.
So, Mark says, currently holidaying in the Lake District, which sounds super freaking nice. We were on a cycle trail along a river, which goes over a number of bridges. It's been a beautiful day and the scenery is amazing. We come to an area where you can go down to the water. Really idyllic. I'm with my in-laws and brother-in-law's family, and we have 4 dogs between us. My dog...
Fun.
Huh?
That'd be fun.
Right? My dog, River, heads off downstream, obviously has a scent of something. After a few minutes, you can barely see her in the distance. She's not coming to the whistle, so I go and stand on a prominent rock and start shouting her name. For a solid minute and in multiple tones, I loudly bellow, River! 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 There are people on the bridge above. There are families around me having a picnic. My family is laughing at me on the bank, and I have no idea why. It was only after she'd returned finally that they were like, you're just shouting river at the river, and none of these people know why.
This is a river!
He says, I've been laughing on and off ever since. Like, people just thought you were probably super enthusiastic about being at the river.
He's never seen a river before and
like,
just started screaming it.
Yeah, it's like the truest passion for you.
Yeah. The people on the bridge above him were like, Bridge!
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 Picnic!
Yeah. Everyone just starts shouting what they're doing. Yeah. I don't know. He might just love his life right now.
Right. But glad your doggo came back. But yeah, that would be so funny if you have no idea what's going on. Some dude's just in the river shouting river.
That is the purest form of joy. Right.
Oh,
so
goodness.
My second story was submitted by Spider Slayer.
Oh.
X10.
X10.
Yeah.
So they're like 10 times the spider killing power.
Yeah. They've killed 10 spiders.
Spider slay.
Yeah. He writes, I am a college student. I study computer science and was lucky enough to land an internship doing software development with a really good, unnamed company near me.
And I'm a spider exterminator on the side.
Yeah.
Side hustle.
Which is kind of crazy to me. I mean, internships are usually unpaid, and he's developing software for a company, so they're getting it for free, and that's just really messed up.
They're starting to do more and more paid internships, so hopefully that's what he's got.
Slowly.
But fingers crossed.
Yeah. He says, for the job, they provided me with a brand new, out-of-the-box $2,000 MacBook Pro to use for work.
Nice.
The whole day went great. I learned about the position and even got lunch with a few of the coworkers that just graduated from the same college I go to, and it was a great time. Up until about...
Wait, are they also interns? Does it say?
It didn't say. It just said coworkers.
That'd be a nice in for the company, for like a paid position, right? Probably.
Yeah.
Keep a lookout.
Until about 10 minutes before we left for the day. I had a minor software issue on my laptop, so my coworker Bob and I started walking over to the IT department together to get it fixed.
Did Bob fix it?
You mean build it?
Yeah.
Shut up. But, like, why, if something's having a software issue and you're a software developer, shouldn't you be able to fix the issue itself?
I mean, sometimes, like, just like with everything, if there's an issue, sometimes you're too close to it to be able to see what's causing it, especially if you've looked at it for so long.
I get that, but
Fresh set of eyes.
Well, it's kind of like they're like, say that a company is just an IT company. Like, does the IT company have an IT department? Or should
That's a weird question, and I like it.
everybody know how to fix their own shit?
Yeah. Maybe everybody just has their specialties.
Because, like, you're a software developer company, and there's an issue with the software, so shouldn't you just be able to fix a different software? I know not all software is made the same, but, like, I don't know. I feel like it'd be really close.
I don't know. I just know that a lot of times, especially I work a lot in Excel, and a lot of times if you're working on, like, a formula or something, like, can't figure it out, and sometimes you just need a fresh set of eyes.
I get that. Anyway, it was only about 20 feet away, the IT department, so I just carried the laptop in one hand while it was still open so we could quickly show the IT guys the software issue. This is when I fucked up. Now, to go get through the doors of the building, you have to scan a security badge for it to unlock. Before starting the job, I was told specifically by a higher up that, let's call him Charles, that you have to scan a badge when going through a door, even if someone holds the door for you, just so they have accountability of who goes where, for, like, security reasons.
Gotcha.
Well, then...
It's like Fort Knox up there.
Yeah. Well, then Bob and I got to the door in the IT area. Charles just happened to be coming out. So after walking through the door, he held it open for us. Bob walked through first, pausing to scan his badge. I go to do the same thing, pausing to scan my badge, and Charles lets go of the door. And let me tell you, those are some heavy-ass doors that close automatically for security. Well, my laptop was in my left hand, and when the door closed itself, it used the screen of my MacBook as a goddamn door jamb.
Oh.
At the base of the computer is intact and just fine, but the entire screen portion of the laptop is bent and broken. I feel like it was partially the other dude's fuck up for letting go of the door when I was standing there scanning my badge, but I also shouldn't have been holding my laptop open with one hand while walking, so I don't know.
Right.
I hope I have a job tomorrow morning, though. And he sent us an update and said, I went to work this morning and all is good. Charles was nice about it and shared the blame for it. And my boss's response was essentially the meme of, oh no. Anyway.
Right. He's probably like, it happens.
Exactly. And so I was set up with a new laptop, but I'm sure they'll never let me live it down here.
All right. But, like, as long as you don't instantly crash another one or something, like...
That's what I was saying.
Especially if it's a computer place, they're probably like, that happens all the time.
Yep.
Like...
Yeah, I'm glad he shared the blame, but you're not going to get fired for accidentally breaking a computer. If the company can afford new MacBooks, like, out of the box for every new employee, they can afford to replace them, too.
You would think, but... That lady just got banned for not paying for 70 cents, so...
That's not working for our company, though. But even so, MacBooks are only good for door jams anyway, so don't let it weigh on you too much.
Oh my god, whatever. That's what we both have. What do you mean?
Before I built a PC.
Well, yeah.
And then that's just way better in every single way possible.
Yeah.
You download one thing on your MacBook and all the storage is saved up or used up.
Oh my god, yeah. That's why I use the...
So you agree?
Shut up. I use my MacBook for all of our editing and stuff, and after so many episodes, I mean, we've only done... This is our 28th one, and I've already had to go through 3 different times and delete stuff because the episodes are taking up too much room. And you don't have, like, anything else on there either. No, it's literally a brand new laptop other than using it for podcast stuff, basically. Yep. So what was I saying? Thanks, Apple.
Yeah, I got my MacBook my first year of college, and then... in one of my first classes, they're like, all right, and if you have a MacBook, you're going to need a different computer because it doesn't, like, you can't do anything for it with the software you're using. And
you had to download, like, an emulator or whatever, didn't you?
I had to download a virtual box to run a different operating system on my MacBook just to use it. Which is just wild. It's stupid.
The workarounds you have to find.
So like I said, they're good for door jams.
You ready for my second story?
Yep, hit me with it.
Okay, so this is by Panda Pants. Fun name. Okay, they write, "It happened a few months ago, but I laugh every time I remember it. I should make a disclaimer and say English is not my first language.
Okay.
I was on a second date with a guy I found to be very smart and handsome. We're both students in the same university. I live on campus, which is enormous, and he doesn't. So we decided to go for a walk around it with me as a tour guide.
I've always liked walking around Ball State campus, especially like as it gets a little bit later, the sun's setting and it has that orange glow to everything.
Yeah.
Jeff and I used to walk around, and it was just super nice.
It is a pretty campus. They say one of the societies I was interested in joining was the Environmental Sustainability Society.
Nice.
One of their activities is to plant fruits and vegetables in a field on campus. So, back to the date. We were walking around and I took him to this field, excited to show him one of my interests. We didn't take the main entrance because it was a bit far from where we were at the moment. Instead, we took a small path between some bushes, which added creepiness to the situation, I think. So, in the society, they cover the plants with white fleece to keep them warm, and it looks like the fabric covering something long. We got to the deserted place, and it was nighttime, and I say, "So, here are the corpses," with a smile on my face. His facial expression immediately changed to sheer horror. But that didn't light a bulb in my head. I just kept looking at him dead in the eye, nodding and smiling, "Yeah."
What a creep.
"Corpses?" he asked in a worried tone. I said, "Yes, they plant them here. They're below with the white fabric." And that's when it hit me. I was confusing corpses with crops.
Oh my God.
After noticing my mistake, I proceed to laugh very loudly. Again, it looked somewhat creepy because he was dead serious and corrected my mistake. We both laughed and made out between the corpses. I mean, the crops. A happy ending.
Nice. That's a Freudian slip if you ever heard one.
Right? But yeah, she was just proudly going to the field like, "Yep, this is my corpse collection."
Yeah, this is where I bury them.
Yeah. But, like, what a terrible mix-up to make at the time, but it's honestly probably also brought you guys, like, closer together,
Oh,
too.
yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
That is, like, a hilarious mistake to make.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, you always hear that the English language is, like, one of the toughest ones to learn. So,
Other
like,
than,
I can...
Mandarin.
Yeah, I can definitely see how somebody could mix up corpse with crops. Like,
Yeah.
they're so similar.
I forgot it wasn't her first language. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would suck.
Yeah. Like, proudly saying corpses. But, like, I feel like that's also... Corpse is not a normal word that you would learn, too.
Right?
Very easily.
Like I'm saying, it's probably just a Freudian slip. Might watch or listen to, like, a lot of true crime podcast or, something like that. And it's just something she hears all the time.
Yeah, or, like, scary movies or something.
It's kind of like you.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying it'll be a Freudian slip, especially for someone like you.
Yeah, for me, for sure. After you, like, creep through a bush and you're like, "These are it." Like,
Late at night.
yeah, perfect timing. It's great.
Okay, you ready for my third one?
I am.
All right, this was submitted by a new slug 1710.
A new slug?
A new slug, not the old one.
Yeah.
A new slug.
Yeah. Fresh to death.
And,
Double salted.
This one's kind of gross.
It's gross?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, how gross? What kind of gross?
You'll see.
Oh my God.
So today I went in for a job interview at a local store. Only a few members of staff work at the store, and it was down to the manager and the assistant manager to interview me. I turn up 10 minutes early for the assistant manager to escort me to the break room and offers me a glass of water, and we have a bit of small talk. The job sounds pretty good from some of the questions I asked them in between pleasantries. The manager walks into the break room and invites me to come out to the desk where they were conducting the interviews at. The interview starts, and I feel like things are going rather well as the pair are responding well to my answers, and I feel confident in my responses.
Nice.
We get partway down of the second page of the interview sheet, about halfway, and I burp. But it was not a burp. All of a sudden,
God.
Vomit fills my mouth, and my hand instinctively slaps to it so I can stop any from coming out. I swallow the first mouthful, but then like a sprinkler going off, vomit erupts from my mouth and spews down my shirt and onto the interviewer's desk.
No. Oh my God, I just got cold chills.
As I stop being sick, I just say, I'm not getting the job, am I? But the 2 members of the staff are scrambling to find some paper towels as my face mask waterboards me with my own vomit.
Oh my God.
I pull the mask off and my glasses and stand in shock for a moment as the 2 staff run out back to find something better for the mess. I take the roll of paper towels left on the desk and clear the floor, my face, the desk, and myself as best as I can before they return.
My God.
The manager is pregnant and has to run away to stop herself from being
she's
sick.
Gonna throw up too.
as well, while I'm trying to think of what to do. The assistant manager and I are finishing up clearing as much of the floor and desk as possible, and I just look at her and the manager and say, well, I bet that this is a first for everyone. The assistant manager starts laughing while trying to stop herself, and I can't help but smile like an idiot. The manager escorts me out and says she will call me to finish the interview another day, and keeps saying she hopes I don't have to go far and other things, while clearly trying to think of anything but being sick.
Yeah.
I leave and walk to my car, and as I unbutton my vomit-drenched shirt, I can't help but laugh hysterically. I drive home, and I'm laughing and smiling the whole ride while stinking and feeling kind of gross. Once I'm home, I tell my housemates and show them my shirt while unable to control my laughter. I don't think I'm going to get the job, but it's given me one of those crazy stories that you wouldn't believe unless it happened to you.
Oh my God. At least they have levity about the situation already.
That's what I'm saying.
That would be mortifying. Yeah. Oh my God. I would sheer panic in that moment.
I'm glad that you're able to laugh it off now.
Like immediately too. Like, oh my God.
Waterboarding yourself with vomit.
Yeah, what an analogy. Oh, that's so terrible.
Just throw open your mask and swallow the first mouthful.
That's so gross.
I told you it was.
Yep, you were right. You were right.
You probably didn't get the job.
No. I love the line too. Well, this is probably a first for everyone.
And I've thrown up in my mouth after a burp before an accident, just like a little comes up, but I've never like burped
full
and
on.
Projectile vomited everywhere. Like, you might want to go to the doctor because that's not normal for it to happen that hard.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes you wonder, like, if she ate something spicy, like had heartburn or something, and just, who knows?
But I could just imagine this pregnant manager trying to help, but at the same time about to puke herself.
She just runs out. She's like, nope, not today.
Can't do this.
Right? Oh, God. That sounds terrible.
Yeah, that sounds atrocious.
This story does remind me, though. Okay, this was my sister. This is who it happened to. She was probably, I don't know, 20 or something. Mm-hmm. Like, it was not super long ago.
I mean, almost a decade.
Yeah, so I guess it is. She was like going to interview for a babysitting position, and was like going to the parents' work for the interview. Mm-hmm. And so she was like about to walk in, and before she does, like, she's wearing flip-flops, and she goes to take a step like towards the entrance door, and the flip-flop catches on the step, and she goes face first into the glass entrance door.
Oh my God.
And she goes down, and then she's crying, and she goes back to her car. And she's like looking, and like her flip-flop is broken and everything, and then she's like, I mean, I'm already here, like, what am I gonna do? And so she just kind of tries to like fix her flip-flop and then like fix her tears and stuff and go back in like nothing happened, but like she smacked into the entrance door, so they clearly knew. Yeah. But she ended up getting that job, but nice. I think that it was because of sheer guilt. They're probably like, please don't sue us. Yeah.
I'm surprised she didn't have like a bloody nose or something.
Right? Yeah, it was like one of the funniest things though. I'm like, they definitely just gave it to you because they don't want you to sue. Like,
no, it's the determination to go back again.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what it was.
Wink, wink.
Yep.
Okay, you ready for my last story?
Yep.
Okay, so this is by Oatmeal Bastard.
What a bastard. He took it all. Not the oatmeal.
Soggy son of a bitch. Okay.
Stupid. I love it.
So they write, so this didn't happen today, but 6 months ago. After a very busy day at work, I was very tired after a long shift. And afterwards, I sat in a parking lot until after midnight smoking with some coworkers.
Okay.
Anyways, I get home just wanting to go to sleep, and for context, I wore contact lenses, so I had to take them out before going to sleep. Unluckily for me, I had ran out of my regular contact lens solution and had no spares for the next day. I look around in boxes and find a bottle that says hydrogen peroxide solution for contact lenses.
What?
Yep.
Okay.
It's what it says, apparently. And
Weird.
they say, now I'm not an obvious idiot, but get to know me and you know I really am one. I know hydrogen peroxide is bad, but it's for contact lenses, which is good, right?
I wouldn't trust that.
Like, it's super weird.
Yeah.
They say, at this point, I just want to sleep and end the mind games. They're like, what is this?
Yeah.
So I do a quick Google of hydrogen peroxide and its safety in eyes, and it seems good to me. So I went with it. I fill the solution up in the case and take them out for the next day. Next day, I wake up a bit later. Not too late, so I'm just on autopilot when I get to my contacts and my eyes started hurting. Like it was being rejected by my body. When I finally do get it out, I think it's obviously some piece of lint that I got caught on the lenses. So I washed it out with more of the solution I found. At this point, I'm rushing. I've spent far too long on this and I need to get to work. So I doused both lenses in the solution I found, figuring that it's a full bottles anyway. The fire that came from this fuck up is definitely 10 to 15th in the most pain I've ever felt. I thought I've had worse. They'll just settle in like they always do.
I don't think so. I don't believe this is going well.
It says, a few minutes go by and I keep thinking to myself, it's not worth it. Both of my eyes burned like the fires of hell as I started flapping about trying to get Satan's toenail clippings out of my eyes. I decided I didn't need to see today because that isn't worth it. On my bus ride to work, I had another quick Google and saw that you need some kind of neutralizing agent or something to not make it hurt.
Oh my god.
Not too sure I didn't read it. This experience is also a reason I wear glasses again.
What an idiot.
But I love that they just gave up on seeing for the day.
Yeah,
They're like, I don't need it. Not worth it.
I'm blind for now. It's all right. Just go home and get my extra pair.
Just take that L for the day, and they're like, nope, this is just not it.
Man, I've actually had to throw away one of my contacts like in midday before.
Yeah.
Because like there was something in it and I just couldn't wash it out and it just wouldn't like come out whatever it was, and I tried for like 15 minutes. I was like, nope, not seeing out of this eye today.
Ugh.
And that's just what I did.
Yeah. Like I've only had glasses for a few years and I just cannot seem to master contacts. They constantly seem to itch me no matter what I do.
I just don't think you've gotten used to them yet.
I don't know. But like you've seen me with contacts. As soon as I put them in, I just itch them for the entire day.
Yeah.
I'm like constantly messing with it. It's not great. But I'm pretty sure though that if you do need something else to make it safe for contacts, then the peroxide itself is not in fact safe for contacts.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's some kind of false advertising because that's super misleading.
Yeah, I would never put hydrogen peroxide in my fucking eyes.
Yeah, like why did the bottle say for contact lenses though? Like that's so misleading.
Well, you probably couldn't see and read it wrong.
Who knows? God, who knows? That would hurt so bad though. That's like, I think that's what, our second story about bad contact stories?
Yeah, wasn't the other one like alcohol?
I think so. I think that was in like maybe our third episode.
Yeah, they
or
put
something.
like, I think it was like vodka or something.
Yeah.
And they put it
They
in
like
their
couldn't
eyes.
see and they poured vodka in it.
And it was gin.
Was it gin?
I think it was gin.
I have no idea.
Yeah, that'd be terrible.
I know it was something real bad, though.
Or it was one of our first stories where they had, like, the metal shavings got under their eyelids.
Oh!
No, the beard shavings.
No, yeah, it was hair.
Ew.
God, we've had some really bad eye stories. Eyes are so fragile. Like,
yeah. They're the fastest healing thing in your body, though.
yeah, it's just,
If you didn't know that.
Yeah, it's wild, though.
If you guys have any of those, like, crazy stories from different countries that just, like, aren't normal around the world, send it to us. We love those kind of stories.
Mm-hmm. Or if you blew your finger off this past weekend,
yeah,
let us know.
We'll do a whole story of just firework fuck-ups.
Right? That would be great.
Everyone, like, submits a story to us. We'll just call you Stumpy 1 and Stumpy 2.
Stumpy. Okay, yep. I think that those are the end of our stories, though, for the episode. So if you do want to submit any of those stories or any other story, then you can submit them to our website, www.savagelydelightful.com, or you can just email them straight to us if you want to do that, and it's savagelydelightful@gmail.com.
Or, like, on any of our social media handles, too.
Yep, you can always reach
Twitter,
out on
Instagram, YouTube.
If you liked this episode or you've heard other episodes that you like, please don't forget to like leave a review on Apple and stuff like that.
That helps so much.
Yeah, especially like the written reviews. I know that a lot of people take those more into consideration and actually care about those rather than just leaving a star rating. Mm-hmm. So if you have some extra free time, that would be great. We would super appreciate that. But other than that, we hope that you have an awesome week, and we will see you next week.
Yep, see you guys. Bye.
Or talk to you, I guess. Whoops. Bye. So, you may have made a mistake today, but at least you didn't mess up as badly as the people we discussed. If you did, we would love to hear about it, and we may even feature your story on an upcoming episode. You can find us online at www.savagelydelightful.buzzsprout.com, on Twitter at savage_delight, and on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at savagelydelightful. If you like what you heard today and you want to show your support, please consider donating to us on Patreon at patreon.com/savagelydelightful. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss future episode releases. And please consider leaving us a review so that it's easier for others to find our podcast. Thanks. Bye.